Hey, I'm Lenny Magill here at the GlockStore Performance and Custom Shop in San Diego. Today we're going to shoot one of our GunFit courses. This is exercise number 7. The GunFit concept is designed to get you a lot of trigger time. That's what it's all about, to be able to shoot as much as you can in a short amount of time so you can go about your daily day. I mean, I love IPSC and I love USPSA. Sometimes those matches just take a little too long. And, you know, in 6 or 7 hours, I may shoot 150 rounds. Well, here at GunFit, we shoot 150 rounds in an hour. It's not going to replace it, but it's a practice ground to help you improve all aspects of your shooting for IPSC, USPSA, or self-defense, home defense shooting. And so you'll notice that our targets are relatively close. For this exercise number 7, I've got my standard shooting post right here. And again, we start with gun in hand for a reason. You know, when you're in a self-defense or a home defense scenario, more than likely you're going to have gun in hand. So that's how we're going to train. More than likely, you're going to start with a gun in a neutral or safe position, which is typically down towards the floor. All right. The concept being that we want to train as if we were going to be utilizing this tool in a real life situation. So here in exercise number 7, I've got first target at 6 feet, second target at 8 feet, third target at 12 feet. Now these are close distances by design, because most self-defense shootings are at close distances. Again, we've got our GunFit target, which is a combat accuracy target. It's a big 5-zone. Anything within this triangle is basically 5 points. Anything on the piece of paper is 3, and that's a great way to shoot because that's basically your center of mass hits. Anything off of that is a 0. So we want to keep all of our stuff on the paper for our score. And our times, of course, are as fast as you can go. This is training. This is practice. So this is a place where you can actually let loose. Train yourself. See how fast you can shoot with combat accuracy. Again, they're close targets because that's how gunfights really happen. They happen in a close scenario. So that said, let's go ahead and gear up, get our eyes and ears on. We'll get our fan going. We'll come back and we'll shoot exercise number 7 here in San Diego, California. Okay, so I did fail to mention a couple things. One, we've got a GoPro camera sit here so you can get a really good view of me shooting and my gun in action. And then 2, Victor, our store manager here in San Diego, is going to run me through. He's got a timer, and the timer records each one of the shots. So when I hear the buzzer, that's when I begin. And again, what we're trying to do is we're trying to shoot as fast as possible with the best score as possible, and that's how we get an overall score. We'll do our scoring after we shoot. Vic, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me gear it up here. So first exercise, we're going to go ahead and shoot one shot on each target going from the left to right, and then we're going to come back and we're going to shoot one shot going from right to left. So on the command from Victor.
All right, shooter, are you ready? Stand by. All right, 1.80.
All right, and notice we're trying to practice the way we want to train. We want to keep our finger off the trigger. All right. You can cheat and come down here, but you really don't want to do that in self-defense. You want to train yourself, finger off the trigger until you present to the target.
All right, next string. Shooter, are you ready? Stand by. 1.79.
All right, next exercise, we're going to go ahead 2 shots each target.
All right. Shooter, are you ready? Stand by. Enough?
Yep. All right, so 2 shots now coming from the right to left.
All right, shooter, are you ready? Stand by. 2.23.
Okay. Now I'm going to reload. All right, so we're 3 shots now. 3, 3, and 3.
Shooter, are you ready? Stand by.
Oh, that was stupid.
3.09.
Well, okay,
Right to left.
there we go.
Shooter, are you ready? Stand by. 2.68.
And that's more like it. Okay, so that's our first string. It's basically we've shot 36 shots. And you'll see I had a little brain fart there, strung one out because my finger got caught. But that's why we're here, to practice. Everything else looks pretty good. Got a lot of fives, all fives right here. And basically all fives and 1 3, well 2 3s, excuse me. That would be a 5 because it's touching the line. Now, so we shot 36 shots and it goes pretty fast, and that's the idea. The next step, we'll come back and we'll actually put our headshot targets up and do the same exact drill. All right, so you know that I'm a big believer in this Lula loader, and you'll notice at the range just about anybody who shoots a lot is going to have one of these. We actually use them all the time because they really work great. Just a big motion, push it in, and you're basically loaded up. And when you have these high capacity magazines, or and you do this 20 times a day, makes a big difference on your fingers, so you don't get them all chewed up. So if you don't have a Lula loader, you're probably going to want one at some point in life. And I'm telling you, it's probably going to be the best thing you've ever bought. Just a simple motion to squeeze it and push down and put your round in. And especially when you get to that last round, it always gets a little tough. And I think that's the last one, yeah. So that's basically the concept of that Lula loader. And you don't have one, like I said, you got to get one. All right, let's move on. All right, now we're going to shoot this one more time, another 36 shots. And again, the key to this is you can do it fast. You can do it in a short amount of time, go back up to your normal life, but get a lot of trigger time, and that's important. Again, it's not easy. You think it's easy, but the faster you go, and when you make mistakes, you do something stupid like that. Now we're shooting headshots, so you've got to take a little bit more time. Same distance, same concept, 1 1 1 1 1 1 2 2 2 2 2 2 3 3 3 3 3 3, basically another 36 shots. Just slow down a little bit more, see that front sight, index, and make it happen. So let's make sure our GoPro's rolling here, and we will gear ourselves up and see if I can get through this without any mistakes.
Shooter, are you ready? Stand by. 2 1 1 2. All right, next string of fire. Shooter, are you ready? Stand by. 2.45. Shooter, are you ready? Stand by. 2.68.
That's a little better.
All right, shooter, next string. Shooter, are you ready? Stand by. All right, 3.03. Prepare for your next string.
All right, here we go. 3 shots.
All right. Shooter, are you ready? Stand by. 3.74. Next string. Shooter, are you ready? Stand by. 3.62.
Okay. Just like that, another 36 shots. And go down and look. Looking pretty good. Not bad on the close-up target, not bad on the center target. I've got all A's or 5 points there. And, just tagged that just a little bit. So, not bad. I think this shot is supposed to be up here, so I may have one miss. But, bottom line is, it's a ton of fun. Get a lot of trigger time, able to practice and improve my skills. We've got a whole bunch of different exercises that you can do here at the GlockStore GunFit concept. And we invite you to come down and shoot and get your own scores, and let's see how you do with these different exercises. I'm Lenny Magill. Thanks for watching. Let's go out and score these things real quick, and then we'll see you next time. Okay, now we're back outside of the range, and we're going to go ahead and score our targets. I've got them laid out for target number 1, target number 2, target number 3. Remember, target number 1 was basically 6 feet, then we had 8 feet, and then we had 12 feet. Obviously, did really good on the close targets. Had a couple misses out there. I guess a couple misses out there on the headshot of the 12-foot target, but I did have that one trigger freeze on the close-up one, so I did have a miss there too. So let's check these targets out. On the headshot and the close target, all 10s, or all 5s. So basically 12 shots times 5 is 60 points. On this body shot, I had that one trigger freeze, where I, basically yanked it over there and threw one off. So I have 10 5s, 1 3, and a 1 miss. So, that kind of messes my points up a little bit because I've only got 53 points there, and, really I should have, 58, because that was just a silly thing because of that close target. On target number 2, headshots, all 5s, 12 shots times 5 is 60 points. The body shot, all 5s, gotta love that. 12 shots times 5 is 60 points. So there's a perfect target, number 2, right in front of me at that 8-foot range. And then the longer range, I guess you saw that, the headshot, I did have a couple misses, so I really don't have 10 shots on there. 9 of them were 5s. 1 was a 3, and then 2 were just off the target. So, I've got basically a total of 48 points there. And then for this body, I've got 10 in this 5 zone and 2 outside on the 3 zone. So there's a total of 12 shots, but the points are 56. So overall, my total points, when I total all the points up, are 338 points. When I total my times up from every different string, remember we shot 36 shots on the body, 36 shots on the head. All those strings come together, and the total time was 31.43. So now here's the math on this. So we have our total points, and we divide that by our total time. And so we shot 31.43 into that 338, gives me a total time of 10.75, which isn't bad. It's, it's okay. I certainly could do better. Usually I strive to be in the 11, 12, 13s for these kind of exercises. But you know what? Hey, I had a couple little problems there just coming off that one target. So, you start to do the math in your head. You say, oh, if I picked up 5 shots there and didn't miss this one there, my score would have risen. I could have been a little faster possibly. I could have probably got into the 12. So that's the fun part about this. And what's fun about this is that, when we do our GunFit program, it's 1 hour. Usually shoot with about 6 to 8 guys. You can do this exercise, 72 shots, and then we typically do it again. So you shoot almost 150 rounds in that 1 hour, which is the same amount of rounds you shoot at a USPSA match when you go out, and usually it's about 5 or 6 or 7 hours out at the range. So the beauty of this is that you get a lot of trigger time. You can practice, ramp your speeds up, and get to shoot it again, because now you're warmed up and you can actually go even faster and get yourself trained to the point where your combat accuracy is strong, your speed is strong, your handling skills are strong, your trigger control is strong. And that's what this game's all about, is being able to improve yourself on a daily basis, and that's what GunFit's all about. So I invite you to come down, shoot yourself, and see if you can beat my score for exercise number 7. I'm Lenny Magill. This is the GlockStore Performance and Custom Shop and GunFit. Thanks for watching.